Hello to all the chess gamers. It's me, Mr. 2 Brilliancy, Mr. 50% win rate in the last episode, Mr. 2 exclamation mark. What can I say? I'm happy to be here playing against Soy Lasker from Argentina, rocking the Philidor defense. I'm trying something a little bit new today. I had a peanut butter sandwich for lunch. That's atypical for me. We castle in these situations. I think that the peanut butter sandwich is frowned upon. Not frowned upon. What I mean is looked down upon. Okay, so you see what's happening here? They think they're slick. Next move, boom, 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 they get a pawn. I don't respect that. So the first thing I'm going to do is a little bit of this because I don't want to use too much time. I'm going to give them a tempo, but I'm going to stop them from making this move. They're going to castle instead. Next thing I'm going to do, this also gives my bishop a nice little bishop hole to go in. We got to open things up a little bit. Their pawn structure is horrendous. I would prefer if this pawn and this pawn are great things for us to target in the future and bust them wide open. First thing I would say, let's get our bishop doing something. This is not a great move, but it does allow us to move our queen up, start, moving our rooks to better positions. I just had to make a move at some point. I also feel like maybe I'm wrong. I feel like their move didn't make sense. Didn't do much. I want to prevent this from coming in here. So that's why I played h3. It's a bit of a nothing move. It's a bit of a not pro gamer move. So here's the new play. Now we got doubled up stuff here. We take, they take. All of a sudden we got lines. We take, they take. We still get control of the open file. They do this, I don't sweat it too much. Honestly, I still think this is a non-sweat situation, but just let me think about something. Take, they're up a rook, or they're up a knight. Take, they take my queen. I take their queen, not worth. Not worth. I think it's better for our pawn structure if we take. It also leaves this bishop feeling mighty weak. And then we move this son of a gun back here, so you're protecting this space even still. I'm actually dumb. I planned to stop that. If I take this, you take this. That's not a good move for us. Yeah, you ever just be a little stupid sometimes? It's kind of a neat trick. Whatever, we're down a pawn. It's not that big of a deal. Being down a pawn at 1393 is actually like being up a queen as a grandmaster or a groundmaster. That's the sort of thing that interests you. Honestly, if I had to redo this move, I think I was hesitant to do this because it looks like I'm just going back to where I was. This is literally the same move but worse. There's no reason for it. Although we could maybe, in theory at least, move a knight out there and cause you some problems. Like move this bishop, resolve a pin. Can I tell you something? I like something here, okay? They're protecting this pawn. I understand the play. I take, they take. It's science. They take, probably. Or they do something devastating. Here's my long-term solution. Take, queen takes, bishop to here, queen must relent. We get control of this beautiful diagonal. I don't know what's going to happen after that. But again, I have to keep reasserting my philosophy of chess. My chess philosophy. My chess philosophy at present is just have fun. You're not going to win every game. Don't buy into the trap that you're going to eventually get good at chess. And then, all your problems in life will be solved for you. I don't think that's going to come to pass. If there was a time for that, I think that time has left us. So this is obviously a little scary. This is something that helps us here, but I got to think, do I like this? I think there's yeses and there's nos there. This pawn is, so breakable, though. I don't know. I got to think about it. We need to do something with our knight. Is this horrendous? I would describe it as not horrendous right now, and it puts pressure on this piece, and they can't move the knight, or we could take the bishop. I'm not saying it's good, but it has good optics for our future, perhaps. Even though they're up by a pawn, these pawns are like, they're very assailable, I think. What about something like this? Assail it. They play this. I allowed them to get rid of their problem pawn as well. Maybe that wasn't smart. Okay, now, I like parts of this. Threatening this pawn right here, threatening this pawn right here. Now, if I take this pawn and they play that, I probably just lose my bishop. Or, wait, if I take this pawn and they play that, then I play this. And maybe we got some play there. We also have a time advantage. That doesn't happen too much. I would say my opponents, I mean, you gotta play this. I would say my opponent's position is better. I would say my opponent's pieces are maybe a little bit more activated, with the exception of the rooks. Okay, they want to stop this, which is understandable. But what if I just do that? Or are they going to do this next and try to trade me down? It's an interesting question. Like, that's no good for us. They go here. They're going to try to trade me down. I would not accept their trade. Let's threaten their rook, or sorry, their bishop. I'm getting the piece names wrong. That's a bad sign. Let's force them to play something like this. I don't know about that one. They're covering this. I still think it wasn't the right, because I didn't want to take then this. Like, I think us not doing the move that we had prognosticated is actually fine. We're going to double our rooks. Suppose we could have doubled them here, too. Maybe that would have been more pressure, but... It was not a good move. Just to be clear, not a good move. Now you probably want to trade me down. And that's justifiable. Now they're up by a piece. A piece is better. Let's... I was going to threaten mate in 1 by moving here. I think you can figure out why that's probably a bad move. Taking is bad. I don't want to give them a freebie. Like, I think if we trade queens, we're down by a piece, we just lose in the endgame. We have to use the material that we have. We made a mistake. It happens. I didn't think about how moving my rook to here would close my bishop in. That's the power of this bishop that's closed us in nicely here. They're going to do something like that next. Why don't they just move it? Why don't they just move it across? That would also totally work. This does not stop it. What about this? Aiming to get here. What are they going to do? We only have 52 seconds. Now would be a great time to make more moves and make them better. Make them less bad. You know what? We can do this. Threaten mate in 1. Maybe they're not paying attention. It's been known to happen. They only have a minute left on the damn clock. How about this? You got to stop my mate in 1. That's a nice move. Little levy danger levels play for you. I would say it's not made in 1, but it's get scared in 1. Or is it? Whoa! Okay. Undeserved. We're going to go to game review on that one. That's an undeserved win. I think we can learn a lot from the game review, I'm hoping. Let me guess. Great win. You saw your chance and took it. 68% accuracy. Not great. Lots of bad moves. One great move. Okay, how we doing? Philidor defense, you got a 52% win rate. Literally never draw with it. Tell me you're at 1300 without telling me you're 1300. Very boring game in the early game. Okay, by move 17, we had made a mistake. We're down by 1.5. You overlooked an opportunity to threaten winning material with knight takes e5. Okay, it's a complicated board state. There's a lot of pieces. How does one threaten to win material? It doesn't have to be a piece. It could be a pawn, for example. I don't have an answer for you. To threaten winning material. To threaten winning material. To threaten winning material. Can I hit you with something? I don't know. I simply don't know the answer to the question right here. I don't know what it... Let me get a hint. It's just bishop to here? No, you pin it to the queen. That's an enormous blunder. You stink. You pin it to the queen. That's a decent move. Okay. Sorry, you pin it to the queen. But then, I mean, look, it makes it even. Here's the thing. They take. You're still in check. You have to take. And then they do something else like that, maybe. Is that the line? Check. You take. Okay, well, I discovered that fairly nicely. Okay, again, now we're getting into engine chess. I don't even know what's happening here. Still a scary position. Okay, they do not like c3. You only had one good option. Let me guess, f3. Much better move. Get that knight out of there. You missed a really nice but hard to find move. Was it this? No, because then they play this, right? They do like it, though. Hold on. That's all you do there. All right. And I missed a win on rook e3. What the heck? You missed a nice move that's hard to find. Is it this? That's hard to find. I would never look for that. No, they're like, that's horrible. It's not this, right? Like, because that's not hard to find. That just seems really bad. Let me get a hint on this. It's a rook move. Rook takes a6 is best. What happens? They take me. I go here. I threaten the mate, and then I get the... Okay, so in case you didn't follow that, we take. They take with their rook. Then this move attacks these two squares simultaneously. They have to defend this because it's mate. This is... we'll just get it, and when we get it, well, because they'll play something like this, presumably, at which point we play this. The eval has us up by 4, and we're up by 2, pardon me, in material. Yeah, that would be good. Anyway, so we should have played this next. Missed win. It's the same move. Okay, that's fine. Then they're like, this is horrible. Well, okay, what was my better move to get out of this situation then? I guess I was just going to say, is equally bad. No, it's actually worse. Let me guess. No? No, that's worse. Okay. What do you want from me then? You want this? Yeah. So and then they take, and then we take, and we got a little skewer here. Okay, I didn't see that coming. That's honestly, I mean, just bad play. And then we made another. Oh no, that was our blunder. Okay, so retry. We take here. Fair enough. Things we should be looking for. Then they're like, guess what? Bad move. We're at a heavy disadvantage here. What's the score? We're at like -1. Yeah, I honestly don't know what you want from me. I don't know. I don't know at all what the best move is. Maybe it's just that. It's better. To threaten the mate again. So they have to do something, and I don't know. Fair enough. But then queen takes h7. Great move. Who knew that like unavoidable checkmate was good? Okay. Well, we played badly and won. That happens. Sometimes we play pretty well and we lose because our opponent plays like the game of their lives. It's been known to happen, right? I know how you play this one now. They start attacking me. I start attacking them. We're gaming. Everything in my body is telling me to play h6 right now. They're like, get h6 out there. Okay, they're going to play d5. I missed the part where that's my problem. I need to get my bishop out, but I also want to... I got a lot of things I want to do. There's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait. Just you wait. I'm going to get their bishop out here. Am I forked? Yeah, technically I'm forked, but I think this is a horrible move for them. But it actually is a horrible move for me because now I got to move again to not be forked. So I don't know. I feel like this is better. Even though it doesn't look great, I feel like it's fine because their bishop is now doing nothing back here. And I honestly wouldn't mind if we had this. Maybe I'm missing something, but to me, this doesn't look like that bad of a situation. Now, our bishop is also doing nothing and will remain in such a position for quite some time. Let's outpost here. I'm not going to take the swap. I would care if you opened me up, I think. Let's just play a nothing move for a second. I just want to stop the bishop or the knight from getting there. I'm going to have to push you back, I think. I know, it was unexpected. I didn't expect to do it either, quite frankly. Can't play knight here. You have to do something with your bishop. It has to do something, because we're doing nothing. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. If we play this, we at least prevent knight to here. Not that that is really a devastating move for them to do in the first place. But let's not fall too far behind on time. Yeah, I don't know. You gonna take this? I don't think so. Let's fall back. Let's cover it. We can't take this. It's covered by the queen. I feel like they're playing a good game. Get pinned. We just gotta make quick moves. Well, we have to make quick moves that are good, hopefully, but they're gonna push me back. You know what? En passant. This is the en passant gambit. They take me with the en passant. Our bishop has some play. The best play is probably, and I say probably because I don't really know. I feel like the best play is for them not to take it, but we dangled a little en passant. 90% of players online at my level, snap take. You thought I didn't know about en passant. You must have made a mistake. Nah, man. I was banking that you did know about en passant. It's a strange game right now. My position is much worse. They didn't take the en passant? Is such a thing even possible? I do think we can close their bishop in. You want to make my bishop be horrible? Guess what? Your bishop's horrible. Look at this. We call this the advanced fianchetto. You get a nice little three-piece going on here. They resolved the pin, by the way. But what are you going to do with your bishop? You got to do something with your bishop. You're gonna move it back. When I have a chance, I'm going to move it back here. Okay. Now, I could have... I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I got to find something to do, though. What is our knight doing? Nothing serious? I don't think we ever... You know what? Let's do it. I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to try to push f5. Why? We get something out of it? I hope. It's actually horrible. This pawn becomes very vulnerable. But at least now, like, I feel like our pieces can move. Like, my bishop is no longer completely closed in. So they're double attacking this. It's very understandable. I can understand why they would do that. In many ways, I would do the same. I'd prefer not to let them in. Let's cover that like this. We're going to lose that pawn. We're running out of options. Also, now we're going... we have to take, I think. I didn't think about that move for longer than an eighth of a second. Now, we can't play this, or they put me in check. And then I move here, and they take me. This is not a good move. Full stop. But we need to get the knight out of there. Ergo, you can see my problem. Okay, we're going to try to force their... Oh, things are looking a little spotty, okay? I did like having their pass pawn stuck. I got to give them some credit. I feel like they've maneuvered into a very good position for themselves. They also have the bishop pair. Yeah, I can't really do much about this if they choose to take me. Kind of. If they take, we're actually... If they take the queen, I should say, we're protecting the pawn enough because we would take back with the rook. Now, if they take this with the bishop, then they win up. No, maybe they don't win a pawn because I put them in check here. And then we see how the chips fall. I don't have an answer for that. I would still probably take white's position here. If they take with the queen, we take their queen with the bishop. We're way up. Way up. They're probably not going to do that. It would be sick, though. It would be nice. Now, I'm threatening the bishop. They take with the bishop. We take. They take. We take. They take. We take. We're up 2 points. They have to do that. Now at least we're getting some penance. And this thing is still not protected enough. But we did get a pawn. I still think they're in a superior position. But we did get a pawn. No, or they did get a pawn, I should say. But then I was like, they can't take it because they would have a pin. It's insane to me that they resolved that. I'm very impressed with our opponent right now. They're resolving issues as they come up. They can't take... Oh, they could do that. Oh, yeah. They could do that. Hold on. How about one of these? You got to respond. Any response? That's a good one. Kind of. Am I crazy to think this is awesome for us? Not crazy. Don't think I'm crazy for this one. Cover the pawn. To block it. We got 1 minute and 8 seconds left. You can't stop me. Okay. Now bully him. The bully game has begun. This is a war of attrition, man. They're going to take. This might be spookier than I'd like to admit. How do I stop this? I go here. And then king over. We're up by 4. It should be like a gimme. But it's not a... I was just going to say, how do I deal with that stuff? I don't deal with that stuff. I don't know what I do, man. I let them get a queen, but I didn't have time to elucidate for you that I feel like everything we did also stopped us from... Like, it made our position much worse in the process. But they're going to, like, double promote now. I got to, like, threaten mate in 1 or something. I don't know. It's not even mate in 1. Don't play this. Don't play this. Don't play this. Don't play anything, okay? Just give up. You've only got 28 seconds left. There's not enough time. There's not enough time. You can't win. There's not enough time. I'm going here. I'm putting pieces under threat. Ah! This is bad. It's worse than bad. It's very bad. I don't even know what that move was, to be honest. We wasted a few seconds of everybody's time, so there is that. That's not good, obviously. Just make a move. This is bad. Everything's bad. Everything's bad. They should easily win. None of this is good. That's a checkmate. Oh, okay. I could have taken. I should have taken. Oh! We undeserved, for the record, 10 blunders. My word. Okay, I don't even know. When we were up on material, I want to see. I think our position was worse when we had the queen. Not because we had the queen. Like, let me see. Right here. They're like, you're dead. You lost. Right here, they're like, you're amazing. You're up by... You're crushing it. What an incredible move. Do we have any brilliance in there? No? Okay. I don't think we played very well today. But you know what? Let's go through the hard stuff. Let's do the game review, okay? It was a very boring, like, no offense, but a very boring closed game for almost the entire thing. They hated this. The game was close to balance. Now you're in a worse position. Okay. What could we have done that would have been better? Well, that's something. It's better than bad, probably. What did we play anyway? We played knight to D. We played queen to D6. Could have played queen to E7 instead. Even the engine's struggling with this one. It's a complex board. Okay, maybe the servers are down. No, they're like, that's pretty good. Give me a hint. It's a rook move. Well, I'll take the only legal rook move then. That's tough. Great move. This brings defense to your attacked piece and is the only move that works. I'd like to share that, please. This move might cause trouble. Yeah, but it was an en passant gambit. Have you ever considered that it was an en passant gambit? Now, we play that. We should have seen that in the moment. This space unprotected, we could get some serious damage done there. You missed a chance to get a piece off its starting square. Okay, they want me to play rook from A to C8. Huge move. Gets the rook covering a pawn that if we ever push this is going to become vulnerable. F5. Horrendous move. I agree. That was the move where I felt like we kind of fell apart. They move here. What do we do? What if you just take me back, coach? What if you put me knight to F6? Don't be afraid to go to the same spot. Okay, they're like, bad move. You missed the chance to centralize your knight. Okay. True, true. That's pretty true. But then what do we do about like something like this? Well, they still think that the opponent is winning the game. There's so many like good and bad moves we made here. You're now threatening to win material. Okay. But then they're like, rook A to C8? No, not now, dummy. Okay, I think I'm done with this game review. For now, thanks for watching. We went 2-0. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.